Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad to have you here. So in today's video we are going to talk about fever and how to best handle fever using herbal remedies, using the herbal teas and other holistic ways as well. So stay tuned. So I just would like to say first of all that if you do have a fever, you're feeling unwell, you are unable to complete simple tasks, it is best to go to the doctor, check out your condition, because there are some conditions and health conditions that have fever as one of the strong symptoms, and it's really important to treat these head on early on with a medical practitioner. But if your fever is 38.5 Celsius or below, you can use herbal remedies, and you can use the ways that we're going to talk about in this video, but you are your best person that can decide on these things. So first of all, I just want to say also that a fever enhances the body's defense mechanism. So if you're uncomfortable and if you want to take action, you can try the tips that we're going to talk about this in this video. But first of all, never give anyone under the age of 16 aspirin for a raised temperature, because doing so will trigger a potential fatal disease called Ryan's syndrome. So be careful. But if you want to follow along and you are over the age of 16 and you want to know what kind of herbal things to take, here it is. So first of all, we advise that you take a bath in lukewarm water. So the temperature will feel pretty cool when you have a fever, and the bath will help to bring your body temperature down. Also, don't try to bring a fever down rapidly by putting yourself in cold water, because this will send blood rushing to your internal organs, and it will also be very destructive to your bodies, because the body defends itself from the cold, so your interior actually warms up instead of cooling down. Also, another thing you could do is to give yourself a sponge bath. You could try tip sponging of high heat areas like your armpits. You can also use cool water. It will help to reduce the temperature because the water also evaporates. Another thing you could do, if you are not bathing, you could place cold, damp face washers on your forehead and also on the back of your neck. Another thing that has also been tried and tested in terms of reducing fever and combating fever is using the power of lavender essential oil. So what the lavender does, it has anti-inflammatory and cooling properties. You can simply do it by adding 5 drops of organic lavender essential oil to a basin of cool, not cold water. So cool water, 5 drops of lavender essential oil, make sure that it's pure and make sure that it's organic as well. So you also soak a face washer in the liquid, and then you squeeze out the excess moisture and then use it to gently wipe the back of the neck, the insides of the elbows and the back of the knees and the soles of your feet with this mixture. 5 drops of lavender essential oil to cool water. You wipe the areas that we talked about: the back of the neck, the inside of the elbows, the back of the knees and the soles of the feet. Really important. It will help to calm down your fever, it will help to raise your immune system as well gently, and it will help to relax you. Another thing that you can use when combating fever is using a cup of yarrow tea. We've talked about yarrow in this channel in many of my videos, so if you're not familiar with yarrow, please see the link in the description of the video where I talk about the yarrow herb in extreme detail. But for now, we are just going to talk about the power of yarrow when it comes to fighting a fever. So all you will need to do is brew a cup of yarrow herb. So what happens with yarrow is that it opens your pores and it triggers sweating. Sweating is really important to help move the fever on. And then all you have to do is use 1 tablespoon of dried yarrow herb in 1 cup of boiling water for 10 minutes. Make sure you cover the cup or cover the pot or the place where you're steeping the yarrow herb to discourage the essential oils from releasing from the tea. So 1 tablespoon of the yarrow herb in 1 cup of boiling water for 10 minutes, let it cool and then strain it. All you have to do also is drink 1 cup or 2 cups until you start to sweat. Now there are specific medical conditions that you do not need to take yarrow for because it can be harmful, and you will see a list of these medical conditions in the specific video where we talk about the power of yarrow and who needs to avoid using yarrow. So I'll put that in the description box below this video. Another herb apart from yarrow that you can use to eliminate and to fight fever as well is elderflower. What elderflower does in this case, it helps you to sweat, and it's really important because, as we talked about, that sweating helps to move the fever away. And it also, what the elderflower also does is that it's really good for other problems associated with the flu, with the colds, with the coughing, and also with the overproduction of mucus. So absolutely amazing when it comes to the dry cough as well. And what I also use the elderflower for is using it with my elderberry syrup. As I cook the elderberry, I add a little bit of elderflower to it and a couple of other anti-inflammatory and antiseptic herbs to help combat the flu, the cold, and also raise and strengthen the immune system. So I'll include the video to the elderberry syrup in the description below this video if you want to check it out. To make the elderflower tea is really simple. All you would need is mix 2 teaspoons of the herb in 1 cup of boiling water, and then you let it steep for 15 minutes. You strain out the elderflower, you drink 3 times a day for as long as the fever continues. Another thing, apart from the yarrow and apart from the elderflower, you could do is ginger tea. So you drink 1 cup of hot ginger tea. Ginger tea also helps to raise the immune system. It helps to induce sweating, and it's really simple and easy. It has so many benefits, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory benefits that you will get from drinking the ginger tea. So to make this tea, you can use half a teaspoon of minced root ginger in a cup of boiling water. You strain and then drink. If you don't have the fresh ginger, which I highly recommend, you can use the dried one by using a 1/4 teaspoon of the ginger powder, the dried ginger powder, in 1 cup of boiling water, and then use honey to sweeten as well, because it can be very heating to the body, which we also need to induce sweating, but it's not recommended for children, and there are specific conditions also that you would need to avoid ginger altogether, which I have covered in the previous video talking about the power of ginger. I will link it in the description box below for you to watch it out. So we have reached the end of this video, over 8 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. If you've reached the end, like, share, and subscribe. We'd love to have you on board. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.